Yo, what is up, everyone? We are back with some Pokemon Pocket gameplay. It's been a while since I uploaded to this channel, but I have been playing Pokemon Pocket a lot, so I figure I might as well start making some videos again. A new set just released yesterday, and we now have Mega Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. So I'm going to start off this video series featuring the new Charizard, the Mega Charizard. Super strong, does 250 damage for 4 energies, but it also does 50 damage to itself. I have played with this deck for a little bit yesterday, and that 50 damage does come into play. But the strategy with this deck is to actually start with Entei and do a lot of damage with Entei, have your opponent knock out an Entei, use Mars to drop them down to 1 card, and by that point, hopefully you have a Charizard ready. We also have a non-EX Charizard to help deal with Oricorio, and even with that said, Charmander does 20 damage for its attack, and Charmeleon does 50 damage, so 20 plus 50 equals 70, so we can actually take out Oricorio pretty easily. But let's get into some matches. We're just going to do 3 matches on this video. Whatever 3 matches happen is what we're going to feature. I have the deck list listed to the right so you can see the cards as we play. I also want to point out the new Charmeleon. Its ability when you evolve Charmander to Charmeleon allows you to add 1 fire energy to the active Pokemon. This is huge. This can often, even if you go first, you can lead to a turn 2 Entei attack. And then we have the Flame Patch, which allows you to add an energy to the active Pokemon from your discard pile. So there is quite a bit of energy acceleration in this deck. I've seen versions where people are playing Moltres or Magby, but I have not tried those yet. I've had really good luck with this deck, so we're going to roll with that today. Alright, so we are going against a Mega Bulbasaur deck. Obviously, grass is weak to fire, so that is an advantage for us. And let's see if we can showcase this Charmeleon ability on the next attack. So we are going to put Entei down. So actually, I'll just attack for now and see what we get. Because what I was going to do is I can retreat with Charmander, bring in Entei, use the Flame Patch to add an energy, and then on the next turn use Charmeleon to add the second energy. So let's see what the opponent does. Let's see what they bring out. I believe this Pokemon, when it evolves, the ability adds 30 HP to grass Pokemon, to all grass Pokemon. I mean, we can still... Okay. Well, I don't even know if I want to count that match. That was too easy. But either way, we could have knocked them out with Charmeleon because Charmeleon adds an energy, or we could have brought in Entei. I probably would have kept Charmeleon in the front simply because they did not have another attacker ready, which could lead to us getting Charizard. As you can see, I also include 1 May in this deck. That allows us to find the Pokemon we need in certain situations. Sometimes we just need a Charmeleon, sometimes we're ready for Charizard, so gives you a lot of flexibility. Alright, so we have both of our Enteis, no Charmander. We're going first, so I'm only going to put 1 Entei down, see what they do. Okay, so this is the Pokemon deck. It's Gardevoir, and I forget the Pokemon name, so there's our May. Let's see if we can get a Charmander. Alright, so in this situation, we don't want this. We don't need another Entei. Let's do this. So next turn, we're going to be able to attack with Entei. But this is a deck, there's a Pokemon that gains 30 HP for every psychic energy attached to it. I forget the name of it, but I'm pretty sure that's this deck. Well, they lose. So we attach an energy, and here's the ability from Charmeleon. We add an energy. Bam. Boom. Easy. Well, I have yet to be able to actually showcase this deck, so we will include at least another 2 games. I haven't even really had fast setups per se. I guess my opponents just have not had good starts. The Bulbasaur opponent had a great start, actually. They had 4 Pokemon out, but unfortunately the grass Pokemon are weak to fire, so it was an easy knockout for me. Alright, we are going second. Another Psychic deck. I bet it's the same deck we just went up against. Or maybe it's Mega Alteria. Oh, Mewtwo. Interesting. Mewtwo, Gardevoir. Let's see who else they have in their deck. The reason why this Entei Charizard deck is so good is because of Entei's ability that lets you draw a card after every turn, after every one of your turns when it's in the active spot. That allows you to find your Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard very quickly. And again, once they take down an Entei, they get 2 points. That means they still may have to take down a Mega Charizard. So that's 2 big Pokemon they have to take down. Looks like we'll most likely be copycatting this turn. Yeah. I don't really have a hand I want, so we're just going to copycat. Charmander, Pokeball. Okay. So we're going to do this. Put down another Entei. Put down 1 Charmander. I'm going to keep the other Charmander in my hand in case we need to use May and find a Charmeleon. Oh, never mind. Like I just said, that is one of the main benefits of using Entei. You can easily find your Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard line. Alright, let's see what this opponent does. So they do have, it's Espeon Mewtwo. Interesting. Have never gone against a deck with that combination of Pokemon. The problem, though, is I can actually knock them out on the next turn. Because we can do 60 here. That'll take them down to 90. They heal for 20 or 30? For 30, take them to 120. Then I can do 120 the next turn. So unless they have another heal card, they're in trouble. That's a dead Pokeball. So they can heal back to 120. But now they need another heal card. So unless they have a potion, a Pokemon Center lady. Oh, nope, they just retreated. And they didn't heal first. Oh, can they still heal? Okay. Well, let's get rid of this. There's really no point to do 120 damage yet, because then they can still heal. 60. Let's actually, we got 2. So next turn we can actually do 250 with Charizard. I'm going to put this down. So because I have the double flame patch, we can get 4 energies on Charizard the next turn if we want to. We don't need to yet because unless they have the EV bags to heal, they go up to 110, plus they need 2 EV bags to survive the 120 from Entei. If they do so happen to have 2 EV bags, then we bring in Charizard. Okay. I mean, they're in a no-win situation. None of their Pokemon have enough energy to attack. Eevee does 20 damage. Yeah, that's GG's. That is game over, my friend. Again, even if they have another Espeon, it doesn't matter. Here, have a Charizard. Actually, that was dumb. I shouldn't have done that because I need to discard these energies. It doesn't matter because I can just retreat back into Entei and knock out Mewtwo, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just had a quick start there, so my opponent could never really get set up, unfortunately for them. I have yet to even have to attack with Charizard, and I'm still winning. Alright, let's do this battle. We'll see how this battle goes, and I might do one more battle in this video, because again, I don't even feel like I've showcased this deck yet. I haven't even got to do anything cool. Alright, let's see what they play. Let's see if we can go up against a good meta deck. Electric. Electric is hard for this deck, especially Oricorio isn't too big of a problem. We just have to play around it. But a Jolteon is, because every time we attach an energy from the energy zone, it's going to do 20 damage. So that actually could be a problem. And they already have the Jolteon. So we are going to Pokeball. We want a Charmander. Okay, that's good. Let's do this. I do have the Pokemon Center Lady in my deck to heal for 30. So we do have something. Got this Charizard if we need it for Oricorio. So the bad thing is it can actually knock out Entei next turn. So we're going to do this. I have 2 Flame Patches, which means I can use Charizard's attack next turn. So we're going to do this. Let's see if they have the 2 Eevee bags and try to knock out my Entei. From their point of view, that kind of makes the most sense. Okay. That's what I was hoping they didn't do. But now I can knock them out. Now I can knock them out. Let's do this. We can find the other Charizards later. Then let's knock him out. Now they need to evolve or they lose. They still lose. Oh, that actually they won. Wow, that was good. A good attack on their part. I was not at all playing for that, nor could I really. I could have retreated that Jolteon or that. See, I told you, though, Jolteon's a hard matchup for this deck because of our energy acceleration. So that was a good match. Interesting. The fact that they were able to use their Cyrus to get my Charmeleon definitely gave them the advantage. I thought I was going to be able to overcome that, but I was not. Let's see if we go against a Charizard deck here. Fire, fire. So this is probably a mirror match. We have the Entei. I really need to... Oh, they're doing Blaziken. I haven't gone against Blaziken with this deck yet. I really need to find a Charmander, so I'm going to have to do this. Okay, it's a possibility. 66% chance. Of course. Why would we find Charmander? With that Pokeball, we had 2 Charmander and 1 Entei, so 66% chance of finding Charmander. If we find Charmander, we win. But why would it be that easy? Why? This is actually not good. Because if they have Blaziken in their hand, we lose. We actually just lose. So we need him down. We actually just lose. If they have Blaziken, it's over. All because I couldn't find a Charmander. Again, even if they knock out our Entei with Blaziken, so there's no disadvantage of doing this since we have. I just gotta put him down actually. I can't believe we didn't find a Charmander with that Pokeball. Oh, well, I mean, they probably have it. They've gone through half their deck. I'm sure they have Rare Candy Blaziken. Oh. Yeah, that's game over, unfortunately. We can't do anything. That's pretty frustrating that I didn't find Charmander. Again, if I find Charmander, we could have attacked the last turn and taken out the Torchic before I could have done anything. Whatever. Whatever. Then we would have had Charizard if we needed. Yeah, it's just... Alright, so at least you can see how fast we just got 4 energy that quickly. Shows you the strength of this deck, but that is it. That's a GG's. Unfortunately. So we won the first 2, lost the next 2. Let's do one more match. I think that's the main thing, you know, people always say when I post videos on here or TikTok is how much luck is involved in this game, and that's true for all card games, all TCGs. If you get the cards you need, you're going to win. With Pokemon Pocket, it's a very simplified card game. You have a 20 card deck. So, I mean, you go through your entire deck pretty quickly. If you get the cards you need, you're probably going to win. Unfortunately, with that previous draw, I just need a Charmander with that Pokeball and I could have won. 66% chance of getting it. I did not get it, therefore I did not win. Excuse me. Interesting. I don't know what deck they're playing. This could be a new deck. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm guessing they play Ilima to pick up the Snorlax once it's injured. So let's see who they bring out. Is it a Blastoise deck? Okay. I think we Sabrina just to take out the other Pokemon. Because again, I don't want to damage the Snorlax yet. Let's see if they have another Pokemon or not. I wonder what this deck is. It could be Mega Gyarados. It could be Mega Blastoise. Another Charmeleon, okay. Yeah. That's why we did the Sabrina, to knock out their Manaphy. Because they're probably planning on us hitting the Snorlax and using Ilima to pick it up. I'm playing one more match since these matches have all been... The ones I've won have been really quick. And obviously the two I lost were decent. So let's see if we can get one more good match in here. I do have another deck I'll feature for the next video I want to try out that uses the Pokemon that... Again, I forget his name, but the ability is for every psychic energy you have on it, he gains 30 HP. Alright, so this could be another mirror match, or it could be a Blaziken. Yeah, so this is a mirror match. They got the better start since they started with Entei. We unfortunately did not start with Entei, but we can recoup from that if we get a Flame Patch. So if we can draw a Flame Patch, we're in a good spot. Let's see if they get their Charmander. They got their Charmander. And they Mars me. Thanks. If we get a Charmeleon and a Flame Patch, we're okay. Oof, not that great. Not that great. Well, we have to retreat Charmander because otherwise he's going to get knocked out. The most damage they can do next turn is 60, so not too bad. So we need a Flame Patch or a Charmeleon. that's not good. That is not good. There's our... oh, okay. This is not good. Because if they have a Charmeleon, they can knock us out next turn. And I can't Mars them, unfortunately. We can knock out the Entei next turn if they don't knock us out. Oh, crap. That's not good. All right. Well. All they need is one Charmeleon. There it is. Not good. If we get 2 Flame Patches. There's our Charizard. I thought I had another Charmeleon. Not good. At least we were able to hit them with Mars. We've used 1 Flame Patch. So we still have a Flame Patch and a Charmeleon we can use. No, I mean, they win. Actually, I don't know about that. Crap. Because they haven't used, yeah, they haven't used any of their Flame Patches yet. I think here, the safest thing to do, we have to retreat. This is not good. Need a Charmeleon, okay. That's all that was left? I guess so. We do that. I mean, if they have a Cyrus... that sucks. All right, so if we draw a Flame Patch on our next turn, we can Flame Patch Sabrina and win. Unless they evolve into Charizard. Alright, so we gotta draw our Flame Patch. It's one of the 2 cards. We have a 50% chance of drawing Flame Patch. If we draw Flame Patch, we win. Thank you. So that was a game we did not have a good setup. And we still won. Boom. Now that was a better match to end on. Didn't even use the Charizard yet. Oh, okay. So that was a pretty good game, pretty good round. Did we win? Did we go 3-3 or 4-2? I don't remember. I think we went 4-2. So a good display of the Charizard deck. I don't think we actually even got to use Mega Charizard on any of those. So really this showcases the power of Entei combined with Charmeleon's ability to add an energy and the Flame Patch. Ideally, you want to get Entei out, build up Entei, and then while Entei is doing damage, you build up your Charizard in the back. So what do you guys think about this deck? I like it. To be honest, when I played it yesterday, I had much better luck and I was just destroying people. So today, again, I think I went 4-2, so not bad, not bad. What decks are you guys playing right now? What deck do you think I should try next? I'm still collecting the cards from this set, so I don't have all the cards to do all the decks yet, but I will post another video tomorrow of a new deck, so stay tuned for that. All right, that is it. On to the next one.